Today I realized something that honestly scared me. If I stop chasing, I don't actually know what I'm working toward anymore. And that's new for me because I've spent most of my life chasing women, chasing purpose, chasing being someone, chasing validation without even realizing that's what I was doing. And I told myself it was growth. I told myself it was ambition. I told myself I was trying to build a better life. But if I'm really honest, it was escape. Because if I was chasing something, I didn't have to sit with myself. I didn't have to feel the discomfort. I didn't have to face the question of whether I was enough. I could just stay in motion. And I'm starting to see something deeper now. I used to think my motivation came from discipline, but that's not actually true. For me, it came from anger and shame. If I didn't perform, if I didn't make progress, if I didn't feel like I was winning, I would attack myself. I'd tell myself I wasn't enough, that I was falling behind, that I needed to do more, be more, become more. And that pressure in my chest would push me forward. But it also kept me stuck because the moment something felt too big or too uncertain, I wouldn't take any action. I'd escape. And then I'd shame myself for escaping. And then I'd escape more. That's the loop. And today, something cracked. I was sitting on a bench, just watching people, and I noticed something simple, but it hit me. I wasn't actually attracted to most of the women I was looking at. And that might sound small, but for me, it's not. Because before, it didn't really matter if I was attracted or not. What mattered was the chase of validation, the interaction, the feeling of being wanted. But today, I didn't feel that pull. I just saw what was actually true. And then I had another realization. I've always said I wanted to be a coach. But today, I asked myself, do I actually want that? Or did I want to be needed? Did I want to be the one who helps people? So I could feel like I mattered. So I could feel like I had value. And I don't fully have the answer yet. But for the first time, I'm not pretending that I do. And that's where things get uncomfortable. Because now I'm sitting here like, what do I even want? What am I working toward? What do I do with my time if I'm not chasing something? And I don't have a clean answer. And honestly, that's fucking terrifying. But I'm starting to see something else too. Maybe this isn't me being lost. Maybe this is me just being free enough to not lie to myself anymore. Today wasn't some huge, impressive day. I didn't dominate life. I didn't achieve anything crazy. I cleaned my place. I went outside. I bought myself something nice. I talked to someone without needing anything from them. And part of me kept saying, this doesn't count. This isn't enough. This isn't significant. But I think it does count. I think this might actually be what real life looks like when you're not running from it. So, if you're in that place where you have been chasing your whole life and you're starting to stop and now you feel confused or lost or even a little empty, I just want to say this. You're not falling behind. You're not broken. You're just finally standing still long enough to see what's real. And maybe the point isn't to have it all figured out right now. Maybe the point is just to stop running and start paying attention to what's actually true. If you've been living your life chasing something just to feel okay, maybe it's time to ask yourself, what's left when I stop? If this tapped you, tap to subscribe. And remember, if you can't love yourself in your worst moments, there's no way in hell you will accept love in your best. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.